Audio Jungle.
My dear students, how are you? I hope all you are well. In this pandemic situation, this is very crucial time. We don't know when we can meet, but I am missing my students and my lovely school campus of Milestone School and College. One thing that will inspire me very much now, that your like and comments in my videos, and I hope you will continue to give like and comment in my videos. That will inspire me for making good videos. So my dear students, let's start today's class.
Audio Jungle.
My dear students of class 6, today our revision classwork 101, that is from chapter 2, ratios and percentages. At first, I will discuss some important definitions, that is the revision for you, and then I will solve two extra creative questions, and it will be helpful for your coming MT exam. So let us see. So review of previous lesson. My dear students, in the last class you have done some problems from exercise 2.2. Now I am giving you 2 minutes to solve one problem. The problem is calculate 9% of 225. So my dear students, your time starts now. So this is the math you have to solve in 2 minutes. 9% of 225. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain equivalent ratio and simple ratio, explain ratio of less and great inequality, explain unit ratio and inverse ratio, solve creative questions from chapter 2.2, solve computer related word problem, solve age related word problem. So my dear students, let us see again. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain equivalent ratio and simple ratio, then ratio of less and great inequality, then unit ratio and inverse ratio. After that, that creative question you can solve, and age related question that is very important for you, you can solve. Discussion on important definitions. Equivalent ratios. Two ratios that have the same value are called equivalent ratios. To find an equivalent ratio, multiply or divide both antecedent and subsequent by the same number except 0. It is the same process as finding the equivalent fraction. Let us see an example, my dear students. Example 2:5. As we know, ratio is one kind of fraction. So we can write down 2 divided by 5, and one number, that is the same number, we have to multiply with the antecedent and the subsequent, that is 2. We are multiplying with the antecedent and the subsequent also, and we get 4 divided by 10, and we can write down 4:10. So 2:5 and 4:10 are equivalent ratios, my dear students. Simple ratio. The ratio of two quantities is called simple ratio. The first quantity of simple ratio is called antecedent, and the second quantity is called subsequent, my dear students. So let us see an example. 3:5 is a simple ratio. Here 3 is the antecedent and 5 are subsequent. So that is the equivalent ratio, my dear students, and this example, and this is the simple ratio, and you can see the example. 3 is the antecedent and 5 is the subsequent. So now ratio of less inequality. If the antecedent is smaller than the subsequent of a simple ratio, the ratio is called the ratio of less inequality. Let us see an example, my dear students. Example, 3 is to 5 and 4 is to 7 both are the ratios of less inequality because the antecedent part 3 is less than the subsequent, and in the second ratio 4 is less than the subsequent 7. Now, ratio of greater inequality. If the antecedent is greater than the subsequent of a simple ratio, the ratio is called the ratio of greater inequality. This is the opposition of less inequality. So example, 5 is to 3 and 7 is to 4 both are the ratios of greater inequality because the antecedent is bigger than the subsequent, and the second ratio also antecedent is bigger than the subsequent, my dear students. So let us see again, this is the example of ratio of less inequality, and this one is the example of ratio of greater inequality. Now, unit ratio. The ratio in which the antecedent and the subsequent are equal is called unit ratio. Let us see an example. Example, 15 is to 15, that is antecedent and the subsequent is same, or 1 is to 1, that is antecedent and subsequent is the same value. Now, inverse ratio. By interchanging the antecedent and the subsequent of a simple ratio is called inverse ratio. Let us see an example. 5 is to 13 is the inverse ratio of 13 is to 5, my dear students. So this is the unit ratio and this one is the example, and this one is the inverse ratio and is the example. Now from chapter 2.1 we will see an extra creative question number 1. Now this is the stem. The ratio of the prices of two computers is 7 is to 6. Let us see the questions. A. What is mixed or compound ratio? If the price of first computer is taka 42,000, what is the price of the second computer? Now question number C. If the price of first computer is decreased by taka 6,000, then what type of ratio of their prices will be? Let us see the solution number A, my dear students. Mixed or compound ratio. The ratio obtained by whose antecedent and subsequent are formed by the products of antecedents and subsequent of more than one simple ratio is called mixed or compound ratio, my dear students. Let us see an example. The mixed ratio of simple ratio. These are the two ratios. First ratio is 2 is to 3 and second ratio is 5 is to 7. Then we have to find out the mixed or compound ratio. So this is the process, my dear students. At first we will multiply antecedent with the antecedent, then subsequent with the subsequent. So 2 multiplied by 5 and is to 3 multiplied by 7. Then we get 10 is to 21, that is the desired compound or mixed ratio. So my dear students, this is the creative question number 1 extra we will solve, and these are the 3 questions. And already we have solved question number A. This is mixed or compound ratio, and this is the example. 10 is to 21 is the mixed or compound ratio. Now let us see the solution number B. At first we will see again the stem, that is the ratio of the prices of two computers is 7 is to 6. Let us see the question number B. If the price of first computer is taka 42,000, what is the price of the second computer? Let us see the solution, my dear students. Solution number B. Given the ratio first computer is to second computer equals to 7 is to 6. In here it is given, you can see in the stem. Then prices of first computer equals to taka 42,000, that is given in number B. Now we can write down like this: price of first computer divided by price of second computer equals to 7 divided by 6, because from the ratio we can write down like this. You can see in this line first computer is to second computer equals to 7:6. So from this line we can write down, because ratio is on kind of fraction, price of first computer divided by price of second computer equals to 7:6, that is 7 divided by 6. Now we have to put down the value of price of first computer. Then we get, instead of price of first computer we write down 42,000 divided by price of second computer equals to 7 divided by 6. Now 7 multiply with price of second computer equals to 6 multiply with 42,000, because my dear students we are doing cross multiplication. Then therefore price of second computer, 7 is multiply with this price of second computer. So if we change the side, then it will be divide position. So 6 multiply with 42,000 divided by 7. Now if we reduce by 7, we get 6,000, and 6,000 multiplied by 6, that would be 36,000 is the desired price of the second computer. So this is the answer, my dear students, 36,000 taka. So my dear students, this is the stem. The ratio of the prices of two computers is 7:6, and this is the question number B. We have to find out the price of the second computer. So from the ratio we can write down price of first computer divided by price of second computer equals to 7 divided by 6, and if we do cross multiplication, then we get the price of second computer is taka 36,000, that is the desired answer. Now question number C, this is the stem. Question number C, if the price of first computer is decreased by taka 6,000, then what type of ratio of their prices will be? So let us see the solution, my dear students. Solution number C, if the price of first computer decreased by taka 6,000, then the present value of first computer is taka 42,000 minus 6,000. That is taka 36,000 is the present value of the first computer. And from B, after decreasing the price, we get price of first computer is to price of second computer equals to 36,000 is to 36,000, because from B we get the price of second computer, that is 36,000. And in here you can see the question, what type of ratio of their prices will be? My dear students, antecedent and the subsequent is same in here, you can see, my dear students. So we know we can write down 1:1, and we know the antecedent and subsequent, if they are same, then we can tell them as a unit ratio. So which is a unit ratio, that is the desired answer, my dear students. So let us see again. This is the stem, my dear students, and the question, after decreasing the price of the first computer, what type of ratio of their prices will be? And we get the present value of first computer is taka 36,000, that is same as the price of second computer. And after decreasing the price, we get the ratio 36,000 is to 36,000, which is the same antecedent and the subsequent. So that is a unit ratio, that is the desired answer. So another problem, extra CQ number 2, my dear students. That is the stem. The present age ratio of Amir and Salam is 3:2. Salam and Kalam's present age ratio is 5:2. The present age of Kalam is 7 years and 4 months. Express the second ratio of the stem into percentage. How old will Salam be after 6 years? And that is the last question. What is the percentage of Kalam's present age to Amir's present age? So my dear students, let us see the solution number A. So the second ratio of the stem, 5:2, as you can see in the stem. Salam and Kalam's present age ratio is 5:2, that is the second ratio. So we can write down 5 divided by 2. And after that, when you want to make percentage, then we have to multiply with the antecedent with the 100 and the subsequent also 100. So multiply by 100 both antecedent and the subsequent. Then 5 multiplied by 100 divided by 2, because we know percentage equals to 1 divided by 100. So instead of 1 divided 100, we can write down the percentage sign. Now if we reduce, we get 250%, because if we divide 100 by 2, we get 50, and 5 multiplied by 50, that would be 250%, my dear students. So this is the answer of A. Let us see again. This is the stem, my dear students. Present age ratio of Amir and Salam is 3:2, and Salam and Kalam present age ratio is 5:2, and it is given Kalam is 7 years and 4 months. So that is the solution number A. The second ratio of the stem, that is 5:2, and if we want to make percentage, then we have to multiply with antecedent and the subsequent the same value by 100, and instead of 1 divided by 100, we can write down the percentage sign. 250% is the desired answer. So my dear students, let us see the solution number B. That is the stem, my dear students. The present age ratio of Amir and Salam is 3:2. Salam and Kalam's present age ratio is 5:2. The present age of Kalam is 7 years and 4 months. Let us see the question number B. How old will Salam be after 6 years? So my dear students, if we want to find this solution number B, then we have to find out the present age of Salam. So let us see the solution number B. That is given. Present age of Salam is to present age of Kalam equals to 5:2. It means Salam's present age is 5/2 times more than Kalam's present age. That is, we get from the ratio, because ratio is one kind of fraction. Now it is given that Kalam's present age is 7 years 4 months. But the problem is this is mixed with years and months, and if we make it one unit, then we can solve this math very easily. We can make it only years, or we can make it only months. So I am doing only months, because I think this would be very easy for you to make months. So from year to month, we know 1 year equals to 12 months. So we have to multiply 7 multiplied by 12, because when we get years to months, we have to multiply, and when we get months to years, then we have to divide. So 7 multiplied by 12 plus 4, then we get 84 plus 4 months equals to 88 months. That is Kalam's present age. Now Salam's present age is from this line, my dear students. You can see it means Salam's present age is 5/2 times more than Kalam's present age. So from this line we can say Salam's present age is 88 multiplied by 5/2 times months. So if we reduce 88 by 2, we get 44 multiplied by 5, and that is 220 months, my dear students. That is Salam's present age. But we have to convert it now to years. So 220 divided by 12, as I am saying in the earlier, that if we want to convert months to year, you have to divide. So therefore 12 months equals to 1 year. So if we divide, we get 55 divided by 3 years. That is divide by 4 both antecedent and subsequent, my dear students. Now if we divide, we get 18 whole on divided by 3 years. That is Salam's present age. Now we have to find out after 6 years Salam's age. So after 6 years Salam's age will be addition with 18 whole on divided by 3. So 6 plus 18 whole on divided by 3 years, that is we get 24 whole on divided by 3, because whole number is add with whole number. So 6 with add with 18, 18 plus 6, that would be 24 on divided by 3 years. That is the desired answer, my dear students. So this is the stem, my dear students, and the question is how old will Salam be after 6 years, and that is solution number B. It means Salam's present age, from the ratio we get 5/2 times more than Kalam's present age, and we have to convert it to months. So 7 multiplied by 12, then Salam's present age we get at first 220 months, and from that we will convert it to years, and we get 18 whole on divided by 3 years. And after that, after 6 years, Salam's age will be 6 plus 18 whole on divided by 3 years, that is 24 whole on divided by 3 years is the desired answer, my dear students. So my dear students, now solution number C. So this is the stem. The present age ratio of Amir and Salam is 3:2. Salam and Kalam's present age ratio is 5:2. The present age of Kalam is 7 years and 4 months. So the question is number C. What is the percentage of Kalam's present age to Amir's present age? You can see, my dear students, in the stem already we got Kalam's present age, but we have to find out the Amir's present age. Let us see the solution. In here it is given age of Amir is to age of Salam equals to 3:2. So Amir's present age is 3 by 2 times of Salam's present age. My dear students, ratio is one kind of fraction. So from this ratio we can write down like this. Amir's present age is 3 by 2 times of Salam's present age. Now from B, Salam's present age we got 18 whole 1 divided by 3 years or 55 divided by 3 years. Amir's present age equals to 55 divided by 3 multiplied by 3 divided by 2, because in here you can see Amir's present age is 3 by 2 times of Salam's present age. That's why times means multiplication. So that's why we will multiply like this, and if we reduce 3 by 3 we get 55 divided by 2 years. Now Kalam's present age is equals to 7 years 4 months. Just earlier you can see we have converted it only months, but now we will convert it in years. Why? Because Amir's present age in years. That's why we will convert Kalam's present age to years. Now 7 whole 4 divided by 12, because we know 1 year equals to 12 months. That's why, as I am saying, if you want to convert from months to year, you have to divide. So 4 divided by 12, and if we reduce we get 7 whole on divided by 3 years, and if we do mixed fraction to common fraction, then we get 7 multiplied by 3, that would be 21, plus 1, that would be 22 divided by 3 years, my dear students. Now we will find out Kalam's present age is Amir's present age. That is 22 divided by 3 is to 55 divided by 2, because we know, see Kalam's present age is 22 divided by 3 and Amir's present age is 55 divided by 2. So the ratio is something like this. After that, from this ratio we can write down this fraction, because ratio is one kind of fraction. So we can write down 22 divided by 3 divided by 55 divided by 2. Now if we reciprocal, then we get 22 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 divided by 55. After that, if we multiply and if we reduce, we get divide by 11. We get 11 22s are 22, 11 55 5 are 55. So 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 5, we get 4 divided by 15. And if we want to make percentage, we have to multiply with 100 with the antecedent and the subsequent also. So instead of the subsequent 100, we can write down the percentage, and if we divide by 5, we get 80 divided by 3. After that, we will take mixed fraction, then 16 whole 26 whole 2 divided by 3% is the desired answer, my dear students. So let us see again this question number C. So what is the percentage of Kalam's present age to Amir's present age? And that is solution number C, my dear students. From B we get Salam's present age is 55 divided by 3 years. So from Amir's present age is now 55 divided by 2 years. And Kalam's present age, if we convert it to years, we get 22 divided by 3 years. And after that we have to find out the ratio Kalam's present age to Amir's present age, and we get the ratio 22 divided by 3 is to 55 divided by 2. And after the reduce we get 4 divided by 15. And if we want to make percentage, we know we have to multiply with 100 with the antecedent and the subsequent, and after reducing, we get 26 whole 2 divided by 3%, my dear students. That is the desired answer. Now summary of today's lesson. Again, I'm just discussing some in short period of time. A ratio is a way to describe the relationship between two different quantities. Two ratios that have the same value are called equivalent ratios. The ratio in which the antecedent and the subsequent are equal is called unit ratio. By interchanging the antecedent and subsequent of a simple ratio is called inverse ratio. So my dear students, this is the summary of today's lesson. Just I am discussing in short period of time. Now today's ORHW, that means online revision homework, that is 101, and it means you have to practice this extra CQ 1 and 2 from this class. Please practice it more. That will help you for your coming exam. Enjoyed the class and understand everything very clearly. If you have any question, you can ask me in Messenger group class or in Zoom class, no problem. We will meet together again. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.